come to your comfortable seated position. If it's a little too much to start with cross-legged, you can always extend your legs out straight. Have a blanket underneath you to bring the hips up a little bit higher. That way you can lengthen the back, the sides of the body, and lift through the crown of your head. Just relax your shoulders down away from the ears. And if it's comfortable to close your eyes, if not, just find a soft gaze at the ground. We'll just take a moment to arrive, just coming to our present moment on the mat. Just starting to take notice of the subtleties of the body. Maybe placing the hand on the heart, noticing the rate of your heart. And then just noticing the quality of the breath. Take a deep breath into the palm. As you exhale, imagine softening this space. Take another full breath in. Exhale, soften. And place the hand to the belly. Inhale, press the belly into the palm. And exhale, soften the stomach. Take an inhale to expand. Exhaling, contract. You can keep your hand on the belly or hand to the lap. Continue a few more deep breaths here. Imagining on each exhale, you're softening the facial muscles, softening the shoulders, relax the arms and hands, keeping the belly relaxed, softening the hips, legs. Starting to practice your ujjayi breath, constriction on the back of your throat as you exhale, the same you use when you fog a mirror. As you inhale, draw that breath in through the nose, light constriction at the back of the throat. You hear yourself on the exhale, you'll make a ha sound. As you inhale, it'll be a soft sound. When you're comfortable with this breath, seal the lips closed. Move your breath gently in and out of your nose. Just start to follow the pattern of your own breath in and out. And just be observant. Notice the length of each inhale, each exhale. Check back in with the body. Notice how it feels now with this deep ujjayi breath. Relaxing the nervous system, slowing down the rate of the heart. You can find that this is the first time today that you've been really able to catch the breath. And just taking that lovely, deep breath. Remember that this breath is here to warm the body and slow down the parasympathetic nervous system. So just use this breath throughout your whole yoga practice. Keeping that connection with that calm feeling that you have. And we'll take one more deep breath here, seated meditation. On your next breath, we'll take a gentle neck stretch. Start to guide the right ear over to the right shoulder. If it feels good, you can extend the left arm to the ground. If that feels even better, to take right fingertips to the left temple. Lengthen in opposite directions, crown of the head towards the on your inhale. Drawing a little closer to through the shoulder on your exhale. On your inhale, imagining lengthening through the left fingertips over to the left. Needing a little bit of space to relieve any tension you hold in this place. We'll gently release, taking that stretch over to the left side, left ear, left shoulder. Option to take the right fingertips down to the ground. Option for left fingertips to come to the right temple. We want to feel like this is lengthening and opening up. If there's any pinching or pulling, just bring your hands back to the lap and take it gently. One more full breath here, softening the muscles down. And on your next inhale, reach the arms out and up. Interlace the hands and flip your palms up to face the ceiling. Lift tall through the sides of the body, the spine, crown of the head. Maybe this even deepens your breath right here, creating space for the diaphragm. Take an inhale, reach both arms up. Bend your right elbow and bring your hand right between the shoulder blades. Left hand can touch the right elbow. If you like to draw that left arm back behind you, you can use a strap to hold onto the right hand. Strap comes down the length of the spine and meeting it with the left. And lifting through the crown of the head. If you have your left hand behind, draw the shoulder blades together. Feeling this expansiveness in the front of the body. Have the strap, just release the right hand, keep it in the left, and inhale, reach the arms up. Bend your left elbow, hand comes right between the shoulders, and your right hand can touch the left elbow. Or if you have that strap, you can hold on to that behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades together and slightly down. Lift through the crown of the head, soften the jaw. Feel that opening in the front of the body. One more full breath here. Right, and we'll gently release. Take the arms out wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, big hug. Right arm over the left. Either giving yourself a big hug here. Hands at the backs of the shoulder blades. Or if you like eagle arms, palms can come in together to touch. Draw the chin in slightly. Relax the back of the neck. The upper back muscles. Good. Inhale, open the arms out wide. Exhale, crossing opposite, left arm over right, either giving yourself a big hug here, or hands can come in together to touch eagle arms. And just relax the back of the neck, back of the shoulders. You should feel this is opening up the back of the body here. Take an inhale, open the arms out. Exhale to interlace hands behind your back. If you have your strap, you can hold on to that here. Knuckles will come down towards the mat behind you, drawing the shoulder blades together, feeling that stretch in the front side of the body. If for any reason you feel this pulling in the elbows, just give the elbows a big bend. If you want to go a little deeper, the knuckles can draw away from the tailbone and maybe even hands away from each other. Just gauge where this feels good for you. You can always come back to home base. Good. Just feel that expansiveness in the belly as you breathe. Good. Gently release. Take an inhale, open out. Exhale, spinal twist. Left hand to right knee. Walk your right hand behind you. Lift up tall through the crown of your head on your inhale. Your exhale, draw your belly in and rotate from the middle of the body, the trunk. And if you don't look completely over the right shoulder, that's okay. Just listen to where your neck is today. It's a little tight on one side versus the other. Just breathe. Soften those muscles. Take an inhale, open the arms out. Exhale, spinal twist over to the opposite. Right hand to left knee, left hand walks behind. Lifting up nice and tall, your inhale. Twisting with the core of the body. And maybe you glance towards the left on your exhale. One more deep breath. And we'll gently unwind and make your way into tabletop position. If you have your blanket, you can place that underneath the knees. Have your blocks nearby. Placing your shoulders right over your wrists. Spread through your 10 fingers wide. Hips directly over the knees. Maybe even tucking your back toes. Placing the weight towards the padding that's in between the thumb and the middle, the first finger. And then just seeing if you can bring the insides of the elbows to face each other. Take a deep breath in, soften your belly for cow pose. Start to lift the tailbone up to the ceiling. Exhale for cat, draw the tailbone in, tuck it under. Inhale, bring your gaze forward, slightly up. Exhale, curl and round, bring your gaze maybe towards the belly. Inhale, soften belly down, feel an opening through the collarbones. Exhale, draw in the belly, round your back. Take 3 more rounds this way, connecting your inhale to soften the belly down. Your exhale to curl and round. 2 more times on your own. And on your next exhale, we'll just release back into a neutral spine. Take your right leg back and just stamp onto your right toes. I'm going to take an inhale, just keep the foot neutral. And your exhale, start to guide the heel down towards the ground, getting a calf stretch. Inhale, bring the foot to neutral. Exhale, press the heel down. Inhale, neutral foot. Your exhale, we'll hold this a whole breath here, just getting a nice stretch in the calf. Neutral gaze down at your mat. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee, come back to tabletop. Extend your left leg out, coming up onto the left toes. Again, just keeping that foot neutral. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, guide the heel down towards the mat. Inhale, shift to a neutral foot. Exhale, heel towards the ground. Inhale, back to neutral. This last exhale, we'll just hold here. One entire breath. And we'll go ahead and bend the left knee, coming back to tabletop position. Bring it to a low lunge. Step your right foot just outside of your right pinky of the hand. And have your blocks right here on the inside of the right foot. I'm going to take a moment here in our low lunge. So if you need to place your hands on the blocks here, just making sure that the shoulders are right over the wrists. You can keep your toes tucked or start to work the toes towards the back of the mat. Lengthen through the crown of the head, tops and shoulders away from the ears. Take 2 deep breaths here. Softening the psoas, hip flexor muscles that you're usually contracted throughout the day. One more deep breath. And on your next breath, you can take the blocks with you as you walk them back, coming into half splits. And you can keep the blocks on the inside of the right leg, or if you want to take it to the outside of the right leg. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, Flexing the toes back. You can just stay upright here. You don't have to go too deep into a forward fold. We're just warming up these muscles. So imagining that cow tilt when I tell you to lift the tailbone towards the ceiling. There's the same action here with the tailbone. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, rebend your right knee. Walk your blocks back. We'll come back into tabletop position, hands and knees. All right, we'll come into a child's pose, big toes together to touch. Knees can start off close together, or you can separate them wide. Take your glutes onto your heels and walk your hands out in front. Forehead down to the ground, take a few deep breaths. Feel the length in the back, sides of the body. Feel the expansion of the belly as you breathe. And inhale, come all the way back to tabletop position, hands and knees. Step your left leg out for low lunge, just outside of your left foot. Use your blocks here if needed. Right toes can be tucked, or you can slide them all the way back. Shoulders right over the wrists, lengthen long through the spine. Crown of the head is lifted. Couple deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, you can use the blocks to walk back, half splits. Flex your left toes, lift the spine, tilt the tailbone back. Make sure you're really strong in that right leg. You're not finding that you're sinking into that right hip. So really strong muscles in the outer hip and thigh. Again, we're not going too deep into this pose yet. We're just starting to wake up the hamstrings. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back to the lunge, walk the blocks up to the top, return to tabletop position, hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up and off the mat, down dog. Starting with a little bit shorter of a stance, bend the knees, walk the feet in a little closer, and then having an equal distribution between the heels of the hands and heels of the feet. So you don't want to find yourself that your weight is all dumping into the palms. Feel this lift of the tailbone up to the ceiling, length in the back. So our first down dog, we may just have a bend in the knees the whole time, just starting to wake up the hamstrings. Or maybe it feels good to pedal the feet. Guide one heel down towards the mat as you bend the opposite knee. And then just slowly start to go side to side. If that feels even better, if you like to move your hips side to side when you're in your first down dog, this is your time that you've set aside for your practice, so just do what feels best. We'll take one more deep round of breath. As you inhale, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, walk the feet to the top of your mat. Keep your feet bent or knees bent, and come into a forward fold, tucking the chin into the chest. Your hands can just drape straight down, or you can hold on to opposite elbows and give yourself a little sway side to side. And this is your practice. Your hips want a little bit of movement. And slowly come back to a neutral. Bring your fingertips to the ground and heel toe your feet together to touch. Keep a slight bend in your knees as you inhale and roll slowly to stand. Lift the spine tall, lift through the crown of the head. Roll the shoulder blades back and down and press your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you and up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward, hands to the mat. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Tuck your sure the left knee is right over the ankle, lifting long with the spine on your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, your big toes touch, lifting that tailbone up to the sky, sort of that cow tilt again. Inhale, come forward to plank, shoulders right over the wrists. Exhale, lower to your knees. Option to stay here, move through cat-cow. Or bend the elbows, guide the chest, chin down to the mat, elbows glued to the ribs. Inhale, cobra. Slide to your belly so the toes are tucked. Quadriceps are active, they lift off of the mat. Take another inhale. Exhale, return to the knees. Downward facing dog, keeping the inner thighs working. And take another full round of breath here. Step your left foot to the top of the mat, touch your right knee down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you and up to the sky. Exhale, return your hands to your heart. Inhale, draw your arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Pause here, make sure the right knee is right over the ankle. Back toes are tucked, inner thighs working. Inhale. Exhale, down dog, big toes touch. Drawing the rib cage down, core is pulled in. Inhale, forward into plank, drawing in the core here, hug it in. Exhale, lower down to the knees, option to stay here, cat-cow, or bending the elbows, coming to chest chin. Inhale, cobra, slide to the belly. Triceps are active, back is active. Take another inhale. Exhale, knees. Downward facing dog. Full breath here. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Lower your left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the fingertips in front of you up to the sky. Exhale, come back to your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right leg back, low lunge, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Step your left foot to the top of the mat, right knee down, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Right leg top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down low. Right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Pause here, release your hands down to the sides of your body. Mountain pose, bring your big toes together to touch. Lift tall through the crown of the head, draw the tailbone under. Either close your eyes or find a gentle gaze at the mat. Begin to shift your weight forward into the fronts of your toes. Back into your heels. And find the center of your feet. Shift to the left edge of your foot, the right, or turn back to center. Center your whole body weight over the feet. Engage your legs, glutes, abdomen, chest and back muscles. Engage your arms as you reach your fingertips to the ground. Lift through the crown of the head as your whole body is active and engaged. Lengthen, deepen your breath. Take one more full breath in. And exhale, release mountain pose. Open the eyes and place your hands to your hips. Step your leg out wide for wide leg forward fold. Taking a comfortable distance and having the block if needed for your hands. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Hands can come down to the mat, or if you have your block here, you can place your hands on your blocks. Keep the knees slightly soft, press into the heels. Lengthen the spine forward on your inhale. Draw the chin under and fold on your exhale. And take one more full round of breath. Bend your knees, hands to your hips. Inhale slowly to come up. Pivot your right foot ahead for Warrior 2. Make any adjustments needed with the left foot. Bending into the right knee. And if you find that you need to roll the outer thigh out, come up onto the big toe, off of the heel. Engage that outer right thigh, squeezing a little bit in the outer hip. And then place the heel back down to make sure that you have your knee right over the ankle. Draw the bottom of the rib cage in, and then extend the arms out to the sides of the body. It's helpful to find a gaze beyond the right fingertips. Otherwise, maybe closing down the eyes and take a few deep breaths here. Noticing the sensations of the body, noticing the depth of the breath. Your next exhale, you're able to just sink a little deeper into the lunge, activating those quadricep muscles. Take one more full breath. And on your next breath, hands to your hips, triangle pose, straighten your right leg. Take a shorter stance if needed with the left foot, heel toe that in, and then turn the left toes in on a slight angle. Keep your left hand on the hip bone, reach your right arm forward, take a deep breath as you reach forward. As you exhale, the right hand can come to the top of the right thigh, the shin, or even placing the block on the inside of your right foot. Paying attention to this hip bone here, we want to make sure that it's still open and facing the wall. wall. If you find that that hip bone is facing the mat, just come up a little bit with the right hand, shifting that open, and then just scooting the right hand down. So playing around with this, there is a slight rotation here of the left rib cage opening up. You can bring your left arm up overhead, or just if it feels a little bit better, maybe a little more stable, and keep it here to the left hip bone. Pressing into both heels, really strong in the foundation of our body, our legs. One more full breath. And bending into the right knee. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands to your hips. Feet come parallel for wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. This time, keep the right hand on the ground, left hand to the hip. If you like, stay here, or you can reach the left fingertips up to the sky. Maybe even like to take that right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Feeling a little twist, you'll feel that stretch here in the outside of the left thigh and the hip. One more inhale. Exhale, place the left hand down, right hand to your hip. If that feels good, just stay right here. You can take the right hand up to the sky if that feels even better, a little twist. And if that's even better, left hand can come to the outside of the right foot. One more inhale. Exhale, bring both hands down. Bend your knees, hands to your hips, and inhale slowly to come up. Pivot your left toes out, warrior two. Bend your left knee. Make any adjustments needed with the right foot. Again, if you find that the knee is going towards the big toe part of your foot, just pick up the heel, roll the outer thigh out, and then press the heel down. Reaching the arms out to the sides of the body. Strong engagement of the core muscles. Tops of the shoulders away from the ears and reaching in opposite directions. And see if you can sink a little bit deeper on your next exhale. Inhale, come up, hands to your hips, triangle pose, straighten left leg. Take a shorter stance if needed by heel toe the foot in. Bring the right toes in slightly. Right hand stays to the hip as you extend your left arm out. Inhale, reach with the left hand. Exhale, the left hand can come to the top of the thigh. Slide down to the shin, or even find a block here. But again, paying attention to the front of the right hip bone here. I'm going to keep that rotated towards the front, or if you have a wall that it's facing, versus down at the mat. Right. You can keep your hand on the hip to keep reminding your hip bone, or you can reach the right arm up to the sky. Either looking up at your right thumb, down towards the left toes. Strong engagement of the legs. And we'll take one more deep round of breath. Bending the knees, inhale, come all the way up, hands to your hips. Heel toe your feet together to touch and step to the top of your mat. Hands to your heart. Inhale, lift the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Option to just move into down dog here, or option to bend the knees, come into chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. If you're in down dog, just stay there. Exhale, coming back into down dog. Taking child's pose, maybe if that feels good. Just taking a few rounds of breath here. Finding that reconnection once again. And one more full breath. Your next inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, warrior one. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Bring your left heel down and take a little bit of time to get set up here. So hands can come to the hips. If you need to heel toe the right foot out a little wider, the left toes are turned slightly. Hands to the hips, feel that slight tuck of the tailbone. Bottom of the ribs tuck in. And then sweep your arms forward and up. Nice strong lunge in the right leg. Nice alignment over the knee. We're feeling again that nice stretch in the psoas on the left leg. Feeling really strong in the low back. Take a couple more deep breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, place your hands to hips, pyramid pose. Bend your left knee and step it in a little bit closer, keeping that slight angle still so the left toes are in, the left heel is in. Good. Keeping the hands square on the hips. Take a deep breath as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you hinge forward and fold. You can use your blocks here on the outsides of your right foot. Lengthen the spine on your inhale. And exhale as you fold forward, drawing the chin in slightly. Forward fold, feet become hip distance apart. Bending the knees, you can reach down towards the big toes, bringing your first and index finger underneath the big toe, thumb on top. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, as you keep the bend in the knees, fold forward, chin into the chest. To touch. Inhale, come up halfway, palms to the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step back to plank. Option to move just into down dog or come down to the knees, chest, chin, cobra, and then meeting back in down dog. Take an inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one, step your left foot to the top of the mat, right heel comes down. Take your time to get set up here. Hands to the hips, and again, if you need to make a little bit of space for the hips, you can heel heel toe the left foot out a little bit. If you need to move the hips on the right side, come up onto the toe. Slightly rotate the foot and then place the foot back down. So you're having the heel in, toes out on the right side. And feel yourself at the low back here. See if you can draw that tailbone under, feel the back strengthening here. And then inhale, reach the arms forward and up. One more full round of breath. As you exhale, hands come to your hips. Bend your back knee and step it in a little bit closer. Again, right toes out slightly, left heel in. Making sure that the fronts of the hip bones are forward. Take a deep breath, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you hinge forward and fold. Use the blocks on either side of your left foot here. They have two different levels, or three different levels. So just find exactly where you need to have your hand placement here. Keep that length in the sides of the body and the spine. As you exhale, continue to fold, drawing the chin in. Take one more full round of breath. Bend your knees, step your right foot to the top of the mat, feet hip distance apart. You can hold on to your big toes here, or if that feels good, you can interlace your hands and reach the knuckles up towards the wall. Having either a bend to the knees, or maybe by now you're able to straighten them out a little bit. Just listening into the body, see how that feels. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Heel toe your feet together to touch. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant the palms back to plank. If you'd like to move through Chaturanga Dandasana here, we'll lower halfway down into our push-up. As you inhale, coming to the tops of the toes, upward facing dog, feeling that tuck of the tailbone, opening through the collarbones. As you exhale, moving into down dog. So 3 variations, either moving just into down dog, knees, chest, chin, or now we've added our Chaturanga Dandasana to up dog. We'll take one more full breath here. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Exhale, high lunge, bend the right knee, step it to the top of the mat. Stay onto your left toes, again taking your time to get set up here. Making sure the right knee is over the ankle. Making sure we have just our natural curve of the low spine, not exaggerating the curve. And then sweep your arms forward. It's a little bit similar of a feeling in that left quad and hip flexor as we did in our Warrior 1. This time how the heel is lifted and the knee and toes are in the same line. And take one more deep breath in. So exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Warrior 3 pose. Start to take the blocks out in front of you, and these are just a guide, just to have right in front. Keep your right knee bent and just tap the left toe in a little bit closer. We're going to start to tap the the left toe on and off of the mat. And if you keep your hands on your blocks, you'll just notice that you keep the left hip level, facing down towards the mat. And just really reaching the left heel towards the back of the room. Feeling that deep engagement of the left glute, hamstring. If you like, you can take half splits here. Working the fingertips down to the ground and lifting the toes up towards the ceiling, just as an option. You can always just stay in your warrior 3. One more inhale. Exhale as you bend your right knee, slowly release the left foot down for a high lunge. Arms come forward and up, deep breath in. Exhale, bring your top foot. Move how you like to come back into down dog. So then we have our 3 variations here. Just take a few of your deep breaths in down dog. Take an inhale, send the left leg up and back. Exhale, high lunge. Left foot comes to the top of the mat. Down to the right toes. And then again, just taking your time here. Lunge into your left leg. Knee stays over the ankle. You can still see your toes. Making sure that you're slightly tucking under the tailbone. Hugging in the core. Arms forward and up. Lengthening through the fingertips, crown of the head. Strong legs. Right heel is lifted off of the mat, maybe sinking a little deeper into that left leg. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to prepare for Warrior 3. Your blocks are just in front of you, again, using them as a guide. Keeping that deep bend in the left leg and just tapping the right toe in a little bit closer. Keeping the left knee right behind the toes. Starting to tap the right foot on and off of the ground. Once you have the leg all the way lifted, making sure that the front of the right hip bone faces the mat, not out to the wall. So the pelvis is level. You'll notice, because it's going to be a really big engagement, that right glute, right hamstring, toes are reaching back. If you like that half split version, you can bring the blocks aside, fingertips down to the ground, and right toes can come to the ceiling. One more deep breath. Bend deeply into your left knee. Slowly lower the right foot down, coming into high lunge, arms forward and up. And exhale, frame your foot, move how you like to come back to down dog. We'll take just a couple of breaths here, keeping those hamstrings warm. And your inhale, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. And plant the palms. Come back to downward facing dog. And take an inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, half pigeon. Bend the right knee, sweep to the top of the mat, and let the left legs come all the way back. Squaring that left hip down, Lengthening on your inhale. Folding forward on your exhale. You can use one fist on top of the other for the forehead. If you find that you need to have a blanket between your left quadricep and the mat, and if the right glute is off of the mat quite a bit, you can always slide your blanket or a block underneath the right glute. Feeling a lengthening through the sides of the body, spine on your inhale. And just feeling yourself melt a little closer to the ground on your exhale. Next breath in, start to walk the fingertips back. And on your exhale, coming into down dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Bend the right knee and open up the hip. And inhale, re-straighten the right leg, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Bend your left knee, sweep to the top of the mat, pigeon pose. Letting the right toes go to the back of the mat. Squaring the right hip bone down towards the mat. Lengthen on an inhale. Folding on your exhale. Take one more deep round of breath. Inhale, come back up to your palms. Exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, reach back with the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee, opening the hip in the opposite direction. Inhale, re-straighten the left leg. Exhale, down dog. Gently lower down to your knees. Come onto one side of your hip. Bring your feet to the top of the mat and find your strap here. Roll all the way to the back. We'll hug the right knee into the midline of the body. Just hold onto the back of the hamstring, interlacing the hands, drawing the knee in. And bring the strap onto the arch of the right foot. Your next breath in, start to straighten the right leg, flexing the right toes in towards the face. If that feels good, you can extend the left leg all the way down to the ground. If your strap is long enough, maybe the backs of your triceps can rest onto the mat. You may have a deep bend to the right knee if the hamstrings are still needing some warmth. feels good, stay right here. If it feels even better, you can bring the right leg out to the right side of the body. Keep the back of the left glute and the back of the left shoulder on the ground. And using just that contraction of the outer right thigh to draw the foot closer to the ground. Nice and controlled with the strap. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee. If your left leg is bent, straighten the left leg and then cross the right knee over the left side of the body. Your knee can remain bent here or you can straighten out the leg, flex the toe in, maybe opening that right arm out, looking towards the right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee. Draw back into the midline of the body. Release the strap and release your right foot down. Bend your left knee in. Interlace your hands. Hold on to the back of the left hamstring. Just take a moment here. Feeling the low back settle onto the mat. We'll place the strap onto the arch of your left foot. Slowly straighten the left leg, flexing the left toes towards you. Your right knee can stay bent, or if you like, slide the right leg all the way down. See if you could hold the ends of your strap so the triceps rest down. Just gauging how much you bend that left knee. Take the left leg out to the left side of the body. That feels good. Otherwise, just keep the leg extended overhead. Flexing the left foot in. And re-bend. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee, crossing over the right side of the body. If the right leg was bent, straighten the right leg out. The knee can remain bent on the left leg, or you can straighten the left leg out, flexing the toes, opening that left arm out. One more deep breath. Bending the left knee back in. Release the strap from the left foot. Draw both knees back into the midline of the body and just rock side to side. If that feels good, you can create big circles with the knees. Just going the opposite direction if you took circles. Slowly coming back to stillness, shift your hips over to the left edge of the mat. Draw your knees up and over to the right side. You can use a blanket if you like underneath the right knee. Either giving yourself a hug with the left arm, or opening that left arm and right out. now draw both knees back to the middle of the body. Shift your hips over to the right side of the mat. Your knees up and over to the left, and either giving yourself a big hug or opening the arms out. Just making sure that the knees are above the hip height, drawing more in towards the midline of the body. And take an inhale, hug both knees back to the middle of the body. And exhale to send the soles of your feet to the mat. If that feels okay on the low back, extend the legs all the way straight. Take any adjustments you need. Maybe placing a blanket underneath the neck, the low back, knees. Taking just another moment to find your most comfortable final relaxation pose. Begin to relax the space between the eyebrows. Soften down your jaw. Relax the throat and chest. Relax both arms, both hands. Relax the backs of the shoulder blades. Relax the middle of your back. Relax the abdomen, coming back to a natural rhythm of breath. Relax the low back and hips. Relax the glute muscles, both legs, both feet. Begin to just relax the whole body. slowly start to bring awareness back to your body. Begin to deepen your breath and movement to your fingers and toes. Gently reach your arms overhead for a stretch, rolling around the wrists and ankles. Hug your knees into the middle of your body. And gently roll to one side, taking a moment for a deep breath. When you're ready, slowly come to a seated position, placing your hands, your heart lifting tall through the crown of your head. Take a full breath in, deep breath out. Namaste.